games coming into this team, but the recovery, not just for G2 as a team, on the mental side, which we can see what Hooksy provides when we see these little cuts and the things he says to his roster, but even just individually, having games like that, it's incredible for G2. But then there's ZywOo,
who is just up.
Yeah.
Incredible from ZywOo.
A guy who can just win you around in his sleep. I think they've seen
Vitality is not winning this one. G2 is making to Monte. I don't know.
Spot though, he's on the mini map at least, and ZywOo feasts for 4.
What the fuck, ZywOo is?
Where will he find his final prey? Hooksy with a 1v1 against the Dane does fall, and Vitality take 4, as does ZywOo.
Promising signs, right, as ZywOo's starting to come alive.
ZywOo
we
is
have
beast.
2 AWPers in the server here, right, that are
Monisi can play like this, but he do not play like
the
this.
top AWPers in the game, right? And
He only play like this when clutch around, so
kind of best players normally
Monisi plays safe right now. He can make plays, but he do not. Because team ko chahiye nahi na. G2 don't want this.
Monisi comes in as this kind of third entity into the mix, right? And it always takes someone to push you further, to demand more of you, and that's what was demanded of ZywOo to open up this series. He is delivering now, starting to get switched on with the AWP, and this is exactly what Vitality needed if they wanted to make this a competitive series, if they wanted to have that chance of going on to face Monty for that legend or challenger spot. All the makings are there, this to be a real great one.
Man, this is a very spicy map already. Again,
but he's not good looking for G2, of course.
Still on purpose for G2.
And if they lost this round, there is not a good buy for at least 2 rounds or something. I think 1 round.
Follow-up smoke, right? Now ZywOo towards CT. It's just another one.
They're gonna hit B though. There's no one in the bomb site.
Apex. In the market, Monisi's head
nice.
Around the corner. And Monisi
good, nice. ZywOo is here now, and he will get nice smoke. Oh, Hooksy too early. Hunter caught sleeping. Monisi is low, but he has positional advantage. Monisi is very good player, you know. He makes plays.
And G2 with a bomb down and a 2 versus 2.
They will not take.
Okay. But the Dane comes out on top of that fight.
Nice position, JKS. But ZywOo is holding. ZywOo is so but there is time. Oh my god.
ZywOo's gonna spam him out through the pillar. What a way to win the 1v1, and I mean this round,
ZywOo, what the fuck, bro?
Goliath just taking charge of it on either side. ZywOo and Monisi with 3 apiece, but it's Monisi to deal the killing blow. This game is tightening up. Vitality are grinding back into it. Might have had a big 6-round streak to open from the G2 squad. But now Vitality are looking to blaze their own trails, right? 2 in a row on the back of this one.
Yeah, there are no Davids in this game. There is simply no slingshot powerful enough to take out these 2 titans on AWPs. And as said, Monisi does it again with the rifle. You can give him whatever you want.
Well, they want him on the AWP, so that's why they got him here on the Glock right now in this round, saving as much cash as he can. But we know what G2 can do with DX. Vitality not looking to drop the ball here. Nico. Frustrating round in the previous. Look how JKS looks to try and get out of Palace. Did seem to have the timing there, but Spinks able to assist.
It's a round you can play a little looser in, right? Go for a little window boost. It's low risk. You're meant to win it, and you probably won't.
At least try.
All for the chance. Honestly, on a Glock, so little expectation.
कुछ नहीं है इस round में expectation मेरे को.
He does get out ramp.
Nico के हाथ में डिगल है बस. That is expectation. But मैं guess blank. Wow.
Dane on Dane.
Nico's playing mid, huh? Knife होगा.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe there's not.
What the fuck?
Well, he's got it. Monisi falls in middle, and Nico hits 1 head finally, but that may be all he
I guess
will see in this round. 40 seconds. But it's great to see Vitality wake up in these last few. This would be
Give me man Nico one more kill.
After what was a dominant T-side lead off the back of a force buy for G2. Nico's running out of time.
G2 is not G2, Nico is beast. One close.
Take the kill while you got it. Vitality up to 6 now. Looking to still win out the half on a map that typically they are very comfortable on, but G2 confidently pick it into Vitality in this game. I really do like that. Also, Nubis next, which while
CS2 it will be a lot different, you know. CS2 will be a lot different. These headshots.
Back at EPL, G2, and they played Anubis. They haven't lost it since its inception to the map pool.
It's been the awakening of ZywOo here for Vitality that has got them into this game. But now, m0NESY has the AWP out too.
ZywOo playing god level right now. m0NESY is up. Where is he? He's coming mid to fight ZywOo. And ZywOo will win for sure. What the fuck?
Is baited out by the jump across, and that sets up m0NESY for the kill on ZywOo.
You see his slight crosshair. He doesn't even take the shot on a jumper. He realizes after he flicks, the AWP is ready to reface. m0NESY set up perfectly. Looks
nice, m0NESY, nice.
Oh man, look.
You could have killed that guy as well.
Miss smoke, it looked like.
They're giving it but finally m0NESY taken out by dupreeh. And
not expected as
of course. And now JKS start to come out of Palace.
But where's the anchor gone?
Huxi, I think he is giving too much sound.
He's running right into him. Major School get the bomb. JKS now.
JKS. अरे मैगिस को पता है कि JKS there is a possibility of JKS coming through here, and he has got a very nice position now. Palace. JKS don't have a chance here.
Stop G2 in their tracks.
Now he will see that bomb is gone, so of course they know where JK is.
Vitality need. They know he's in the bomb site. 25 on the clock.
Okay,
you
bomb
can get
plant.
the plant, Justin, but what else?
They've got him boxed in here. Doesn't know it, but he is fully surrounded. Look at that minimap. Vitality just circling. Looking to pick the bones of G2 dry. JKS.
Oh, nice shot.
One with dangerous wildlife. He's going to nail that first shot on Apex, but can he get any?
He know.
Trapped in this corner. Magisk with the spam. Going to find him from ramp. There wasn't really a safety net for JKS. He never had room to maneuver there. He was pinned in. And so Vitality will not let that clutch come through, putting a stop to another one of these rounds that comes down to the wire. You know, there's moments where maybe the clutch is possible, but they've done a good job of clamping down upon it, and that's in spite of m0NESY's AWP delivering these kills.
If m0NESY picked short na continue, so it would have been a G2 round. G2 round tha hai, but m0NESY instead went to connector.
And then, you know, once they're knocked out of it, once they're brought down and they tee it up in a nice little 3v3, that's all we have to look down the rosters.
Yeah.
And across the board here, the other individuals for Vitality have
वो भी अच्छा gameplay था, but दो shot पे expect नहीं था ना. They take a boost and killed him. ZywOo 1 kill. Okay. He's getting 1 kill at least. Easy.
Huxi had no shot at getting through that. The rest of his forces still right behind him. They are not allowed to move forward just yet. The fire goes forward and cuts off their path.
You hear that
5 bullets only, and he has 1 bullet if they rush down.
Vitality calling for the emergency services.
उनको क्या shots सुन रहे थे ना, वो like he already fired 4 shots, तो rush कर सकते थे, but they didn't.
ZywOo awaits a second, looking for Util over the top to signal an attempt at this B site. Nico waits in the fade. ZywOo needs only a pixel gap. He waits patiently. He takes a second, and G2 run into their demise.
You give him these fights slowly, he loves you for it. Time to get set up on the AWP, not feeling pressured yet is ZywOo. Smoke dropped in close, only adds to the confusion here, and ZywOo is nailing shot after shot, on for the ace. ZywOo! All 5 to find the closer at the end of this first half, and at the end of it, Vitality are the ones to win it out 8-7.
That is incredible. ZywOo yet again is a one-man army.
Soul Zaibu for Vitality. Vitality Zaibu. मस्त मार रहा है भाई Zaibu. पर 1v5 they are like helping against other players. मेरी नजरों में तो हेल्पिंग ही है. देखते क्या होता है यार. टफ है. चालू हो गया क्या एंस Cloud9?
They're waiting for him though. They are waiting for him. Buster's waiting on site as well. Dia will fall, so will Madden. Axel's stuck in the smoke. Mac 10 up close and personal, can't quite convert. This round falling apart to Pistols.
Yeah, definitely is. I think you could hear actually.
बाकी कौन जीता? मेरे ख्याल से अरोरा हार गई शायद. इधर के ना लास्ट अच्छा नहीं खेली अरोरा इन दोनों दिनों. मतलब ये वाला मैच जीती ऑफ कोर्स बट नहीं यार. अरोरा काफी अच्छा खेल सकती थी. पता नहीं क्यों हार गई. बिग भी इधर जीत जाते. बिग इजी था. इधर जीतना इजी मतलब आई थिंक सो. सही. चैलेंजर्स में कौन जा रहा है? निप जा रही है. फोर्स जा रहा है और एक और जाएगी. इधर लेजेंड्स में एक जाएगी. G2 बैटल में जो भी whoever wins will face Monte. इन दोनों में से जो भी जीतेगा वो लेजेंड जाएगा. बाकी
This second half, we move into it with Zaiwu having just aced G2 on the apps push. This is going to spur Vitality on, you'd like to think. Their big gun, their big shooter. The man, born and raised on Counter-Strike, steps up massively to deliver and win out this first half for the Vitality squad.
Yeah, this guy is Go, literally born on the release date of this game. He will see it through to its very end. And well, right now we're fighting for a spot to go into that top 16 at Paris Major, go through to the Legend stage. One more team in the way after this BO3, it's Monty. Let's see if Vitality can keep it going off of a comeback. G2 goes 6-1 up.
अच्छा खेला
Vitality
Zaibu.
find 5 in a row to finish their CT side.
मिराज भी इनका पिक है ना.
And now we have a BX.
पर मिराज G2 काफी अच्छा खेलती है. अनु भी
We got Hooksy getting set up at least. He's been solid.
Still G2 का 1.53 है ना.
Yeah, interesting little bait and switch, right? You're hoping that Hunter, he sold it. That jump is purposeful. He wants them to see him leaving. And this was meant to let Hooksy open up, but he peeks that way too soon. And so he offers up this first kill. Nico with a pistol, last line of defense, and he can't find a thing. Vitality run down the B play, poised now to take the pistol to open up this second half. They nailed the follow-up on Amonasy at short. And so the stage is set for Vitality to find both pistol rounds in this game.
Yeah, sure, it doesn't help that Vitality mostly jump out the window instead of flooding over apartments, but I would have loved to see Hooksy hold that spot for a few more seconds. The fear is always that you're going to get checked no matter how good your bait set up, but I think if they flood past Hooksy, he can just destroy Vitality in that round. Instead, he gives away his position while Hunter hides behind a bench smoke. Majescu was a rock on CT side towards A, has kept it up with a 3-hit pistol round. Vitality take the lead right back on G2's map pick, no less.
I killed the guy in the smoke, one tap. I didn't even see him.
We've all been there.
Yeah, well, great to get the insight from Majescu and how that one went. Well, that's a great start to the second half for Vitality when a half is as close as this one was.
Simple headshot, brother. Why?
They're coming back into this. We know they're very capable of winning force buys. We've already seen it. Monasi and Nico double scouts, the rest on upgraded pistols.
We love a scout. Feels, to me, more powerful in Source 2 as well. Even the jump scout, I feel like that's going to make a return. Or maybe it's just because we're playing Dust 2.
Bit of both.
Yeah, but cheap, packs a punch. And Monasi can hit his head with it. Vitality on a very slow second round, making sure they don't get forced upon. Remember, it was G2 to find that force buy after Vitality took first pistol anyway. And these rounds can be so difficult, so random at times, where the right stack is all you need. G2 have that right stack. This looks like an A play, but the patience can pay off on Spinx's default position. Moving through,
I don't think we'll
aggressive
get
towards
one.
ramp RG2 Spinx.
But Shadow
Silent
देखेगा
drop
उसको, Shadow
here would
advantage
go a long
मिलेगा.
way. Well, it doesn't really matter because JKS is wide. There's a scout train. Hooksy hits a Deegan. Hunter has a smoke as Vitality comes steaming over the top. A beautiful shot for ZywOo, and they rid the stack of any chance in this round. Double digits for Vitality.
The ball is 50.
And what a great game out of these boys after a considerably
So you are
slow
saying
start
G2-1.
to the first map of the series.
I will add it after this game if G2 loses this one.
ZywOo versus m0NESY right now, coming up for the Frenchman. Not just in numbers, but in that 1v1 clutch as well.
It did feel like Vitality's first half really
started
so slowly. It was
no by
ZywOo
next
that
round
sort of
as well.
dragged them through it,
Well,
kicking and
maybe
screaming at times.
they can force
That's
it
the
because
way.
after a couple of rounds they will get
21-9. Vitality, the first team to reach
bonus,
double
yeah,
figures.
bonus.
You wouldn't have thought it, considering the start of the
They
game,
can
but
do it.
here we are at this point. Should be extending upon that lead soon as well.
Yeah, you know, there's a couple of interesting notes here, right? Though even homing in on the pistol rounds, G2 have had phenomenal pistols throughout this, right?
Yes.
They also have 100% in the conversions whenever they've won them. Same could have been said for Vitality heading into this series. 100% success in converting them. They actually lose their first one to that now in this game to open up that first half.
So they are definitely getting a good buy. In next round, m0NESY confirmed,
falls in line with the
and
feeling
all
for
4
Vitality,
rifles.
this idea that they've built into the game. They might not have come into it at that same level as G2, but they've played catch up
Not
very, very
much in
quickly.
this one. We
and
have
they're not
Zeus
falling down
for
to the force
Hooksy.
buys
Yeah.
in the
You
second half.
I feel like we have seen a growth
It's a
for
B
Vitality in the
setup,
roster and
huh?
some of the individuals here as well, Harry. We've covered a lot of their games.
But
and I
Megisk
think,
is
one
clearing
thing
A, I
noted-
think.
one thing we
He's
noticed
already
is
Palace,
Apex
so...
and how he's changed in terms of the way he plays his openers. Not many as mad dashes on CT side. His
m0NESY
burst still
have
looks a lot
to
better as a result.
send them
Vitality all the
to...
more
Okay, they're
powerful on that
coming.
map. This is a stack again, but the bomb is
They-
not committed.
yeah, Hooks is dead.
Inside of the Molotov for Spinx as he sends that pistol
And
out.
they now
see
know
a
that
couple
it
of
is
players may not
a-
like what they see, so they saw back to
Megisk
the other
already
side.
inside. No? Palace
Pretty
still.
already up here in connectors, so smoke out the jungle. m0NESY's rotating over here pretty quickly, and so is the rest of G2. They're really fast in this rotation back, so Vitality are still going to have to deal with multiple players. This comes out of Dallas. Oh,
crisp.
Beautiful, crisp shots to the head of m0NESY and Nico. And he wants a bit more. He likes the taste of it. Here's some more for Magisk. Can't help himself. Second servings, make it 4. Great work from Magisk.
Yeah, just keeping these rounds clean. Very important, as G2 did go 1-for-1 on B, but no stress for Vitality. They convert another pistol, Harry. They keep it almost flawless, not quite. But yeah, seeing this growth from Apex as an individual, making less risque plays in the early round, I think has been really valuable to Vitality.
And to put some numbers to that, he's not even attempted an opening duel in this game so far,
Very
right?
rare.
Which, especially on Mirage, there used to just be times where you'd watch him kind of dying over towards mid, giving away that opening kill, and it would give teams a leg up. Well, it's been a long time since we've seen that Apex. It feels like he's put a lot of work in.
I think a lot of
Honestly.
that's come from Spinx as well, taking some powerful positions. Apex has been shifted over to B on the second side here. Spinx playing in connector, which has looked far better for Vitality. So position changes are certainly a plus. Right now in a 4v4, Nico waits behind a fading smoke. Vitality are all over middle.
And you're going to be feeling the burn if you're G2 that you've lost m0NESY early on. Even though he gets you that opener, it's swiftly equalized by Magisk from Palace. The Danish Prince next in line to the throne. Pre with the king status, and Nico swinging out in the middle does get rid of Apex. as he tries to tiptoe up along with the rest of his team over towards Connector. That was also
Oh
the
no,
bomb
they
getting
didn't
spotted
show
there.
Magus
You know
go,
you've got
he's
it
not
down in
coming.
mid.
And so Hooksy even aggressive. G2 know exactly what's going on in this round, just off of that bomb placement where it was walking. And so Hunter can rotate. Look at how free G2 are in this round. They're going to be
JK's position is risky. It's all dependent on Nico actually. If Nico is dead, JK is dead. So Nico, yeah, JK is now feeling pressured.
Moving through too much to handle. Hunter wasn't too clean on the initial
That's why
kill, but
JK
did
is so
compose
dead,
himself to see it through. Magic's now in the 1v2, 15 seconds left, not a lot of time as he leaps towards the bomb.
He
Hooksy's
don't
coming back through the
time
ramp.
one guy
Magis
can
is looking
push him
for
for
towards
sure.
CT, but it's ramp
other
and
need
Connector that the
to
two players
hide.
lie. And Magis has to cross into the
What
open,
a
and
hit.
then he eats it, but he turns back and not enough time to win the
Hunter,
round.
okay,
Hunter
it's
crosses
fine.
out after, but it
But
doesn't matter. The
Magus
round's
game
already
is
been
looking
picked
very
up.
crisp,
You're lucky
very
you play
crisp
that
with
right enough to not commit
Jaivu's
just the kills. You're not
off.
overcommitted because he's hitting
Magus
every
game,
single shot in this
it's
series.
looking good for
Yeah,
Vitality
dude, I
this
mean, you know,
game.
I think Magisk has kind of been this shining light within the Vitality squad, right? This was something you even talked about in the first half, right? The idea that having games where Dupree's maybe struggling a little bit is
And they all die now, so they don't have much money to invest in this. They will not have op.
You know,
They will not have better guns for all players. If they buy M4s, they will not have nades, so it's a timeout for G2.
When we spoke to Vitality
That is
a
the
couple
reason.
of months ago heading into
But I don't
their,
know
their
what
pro
will be
league
their
run,
buy.
you know,
They
were
will buy
saying
for
they
sure,
put
but
more
I don't think
attention
it will
on
be a good buy.
making Spinks the star. Something that's very cool, and amongst all of that is even though Spinks has definitely seen an uptick in his form, feels like it hasn't affected Magis much at all. He's an incredibly consistent voice. And, dude, he's feeling great right now. Smiles all around. I do think, you know, whenever you see him with the team, he's one that likes to crack jokes, likes to try and keep the vibes good, right? Which is worth its weight in gold as well.
What a buy.
He's sat up above ZywOo on the scoreboard, considering the game that ZywOo's been having.
Yeah.
That's wild, right? This is an AWPer getting... having a lights-out game, but still being outperformed by the rifling presence on Vitality.
This is it. This
Apex
is
with a lot of room, right? Said he doesn't often take the opening fights anymore, but when he gets room like this, who's he to turn his nose
Nico,
up?
my
Didn't
man,
even
what
know.
the fuck?
Not commed across. Nico shot in the back. Apex is having a round. Running it back to the entry days of old.
They will not
He's
check
opened up with a
Hunter.
stellar
They
double
are
kill.
not checking
They don't
him.
know about
Hunter
so he will
will
reclaim one at least, but it's about making
let
it
trigger and he got 2 this time.
not betrayed
Not
by the
3.
trigger discipline. Apex still alive and still turning heads as ZywOo moves
Flash
in. The point
coming.
guard, the bodyguard, and Apex closes. Great round from the captain of Vitality.
Unbelievable shooting from
I don't
Apex,
think
and,
how
just finds the
Nico
gap,
reacted
walks
too
the
late,
smoke,
like,
all eyes away from that
you know,
prize
like
for
there is
G2,
some
and Apex gets away
AK
with 4
sound
kills
came
in the
from
round.
somewhere
The
around
openers
connector,
and the
na?
closers.
This. And he
Beautiful
reacted
stuff for
too late,
Apex.
you know? Too late.
Doubles his kills
He was
coming
lost
into
in
this round.
his
I can't
thoughts,
believe Hunter,
actually.
after being,
I know.
You know, I mean, he had to, right? If he goes
has
1 for
to,
1, he's going to get traded. He knows it. Back site A is not a comfortable position. You're going to get wall banged. You're going to get nade stacked. So he had to try and take 2 there, and he still does it. It's not enough. G2 running out of steam here on Mirage. We need a hero. We need something. And while Modesty had his moments earlier on, he's getting cut out of the fray right now. JKS on default blinded, and Dupree with an entry will put Vitality surely onto 13.
Next round,
Eagle spam. What year is it?
Oh,
Nico
no.
blind, and Modesty trades. I don't want to
next
get
round
ahead
there
of
will
myself,
be
but
a
there are 2
off buy
games on
and
4.
Monesi could
Guns
save
down,
this one.
and they're now picked
Monesi
up.
could
G2
save this
have them
one
in
for
their hands.
sure.
ZywOo preoccupied by this T-spawn flying from Hooksy.
They are just looking into it because they can do it, na?
Certainly on the side
But
itself.
Monesi needs to save here.
Holding, sees the
Yeah,
shadows, Monesi,
now
that
it will be
betrays
very
him.
hard to retrieve
He's a little
that
bit too far
rifle.
out into the open.
Yep.
And he'll get a second here. Man, 26 and 9.
2
Measures
set
is
that he
killing
did.
everyone, as he was
But
saying. You know, he's just
save
finding
straight.
every single kill needed. And Hooksy, well, no one's coming near him. No one wants to give him a gun or even a shot at anything. So he'll move through. Now they spot him as soon as he runs in.
But it's fine,
Apex
it's fine,
takes
it's
him out.
fine.
13 rounds for Vitality. They've turned this into a pretty one-sided affair.
Yeah.
They've shut G2
But
out
they
of
could
this
have
game.
built a strong
100%.
economy
I mean,
if
dude, like, look at it
Monesi
through
opted for
the
save
context
directly,
that
you
this
know?
game opened up 6-1
And the thing is,
to
like, if
G2,
he
and
opted
suddenly
for
it
save,
paints, like, you know, 'cause
Vitality
if you're
would
just
not
joining
have gone
in, or if, you know, you've
CT,
taken
so
a look
there
at
were
the
like,
numbers,
they
and
can
so
go
now you've put the game on and you're
Palace,
thinking, like, man, yeah,
Connector.
it's a pretty close affair. It's like, no,
Connector also they will not
here
they will not
with-
go
with
because
how
of the
these
jungle
rounds have
position.
gone.
So they will
6-1
go
lead
Amen and they
for
could
G2
have
to
died
open.
there.
Now
This is important round for G2.
Vitality are picking up so much
Otherwise,
steam.
Vitality is stealing this map.
And early on, you know, it looked like m0NESY was up to the task of trying to challenge in this AWP bout. It felt like he was pushing ZywOo a little bit in the opening segments of this game, but that nature of it has completely changed. He's trying to get involved over here in middle. He wants a gunfight. m0NESY wants to take an engagement on his terms, and so he showed up with this AWP in the middle, looking to put it to work. You know, when you look down the roster of G2, there's so many players who could step up and try to be that hero figure, but someone has to do it sooner rather than later.
They have nice mid control. Like if you have mid control in Mirage, na, you can go anywhere. Okay. So if you have mid control in Mirage, na, they can easily rotate to B, easily rotate to A through mid. So it's very important to have mid control. But I think now they gave up that control after advantage. They still have mid control and no A side control.
Here. Look at the eyes on this position. Everyone surrounding the connector. Apex has to buy time. They've seen him out under with 30 seconds. This should be the alarm starting to ring for G2. They know that an A split is on the cards. Trying to turn around is m0NESY. Molly behind him. This is getting claustrophobic for G2 right now. ZywOo eats an AWP shot. m0NESY now in the fray. 14 seconds. Bomb just coming
they
out.
They have A for sure, but the rotation is there with for G2.
For Apex in the post.
So it will be hard to hold. CT, they don't. Hunter is watching CT.
In this round.
Coming actually.
Sight hold is got Mag is in from this spot. He's dished out death so many times, but Hunter swings out. This time Magis doesn't get anything in the post plant, so Apex has to be called into action right now. And he's got the flank, although he lets loose early, and now they're focusing on him. Just one for Apex, and the rest of the post plant is falling, but it's ZywOo left.
Is it planted for ZywOo? What the fuck, they're not defusing.
This time, he's just going to back away. They're on the defuse, and JKS is going to hold it. Vitality.
So it's all because of the mid control.
A little too close
there was so
for
much
G2
pressure.
with some of how those shots landed. I mean, if Apex lives and
after plant, they could not have got post plant position because there was one guy CT and they were already connected. So only option was like Palace, Main, Firebox, Sandwich.
Has been the hero here for G2 and saves them in that round. That's a very scary round for G2 where they had all the info again.
Let's see what happens this round.
So constricted towards connector. Vitality running rampant over A. Is this a way back in for G2? The second round on the second half. Nico.
Could be the second wind.
Nico is playing very risky position, very risky.
Forced away with the utility.
Now m0NESY is here to help, so
quiet start to round
is falling back. Yeah, it's fine.
Vitality patient and spread out. They control not taken by them. They do decide to go
they're going B, right?
Is set up.
But Bomb is A.
Connector.
Not sure, not sure.
I'm not seeing anybody.
They're going A.
Presence to be collected.
Because ZywOo didn't got the peak at A, na? They are the peak at B, so they're going A.
Away from B. And looks like they're going to be
JKS is playing CT.
It's just JKS here.
Not CT, Ninja.
CT. They should be smoking everyone off at this point. If the A execute comes in, it smokes off CT and the connector, so there should be no one in front of those smokes to cause problems unless they push forward.
This time it's Spinks actively lurking in middle. He's talked in the past about not being always comfortable on the T side.
At least
exactly
one m0NESY.
how Vitality want to use him, but let's see how his timings fare in a round like this. Vitality trying to bludgeon out
JKS,
nice. With a fantastic spray. It's a team flash for ZywOo, which is a little awkward. You could see how blind those players were, and so Spinks will never be a part of this round. It's probably a save for Vitality.
Aren't a part of this round.
Yeah, they tried their opening move. It doesn't pan out, and so they just call the save. It's the Aussie Counter-Strike royalty from down under the palace to make that round happen. Beautiful little sequence from him as he wrestles with that AK, the double kill, the approaching Vitality squad, and that just locks them out of any hope of execing into this A site. G2, a mini recovery late in the game. As mentioned, starts 6-1 up in their favor. Vitality were pulling away very notably, but over these last few rounds, you've found a way back in. You've started to get some of these comfort fights. You've started to win out some of these head-to-heads. And so G2 never out of it. You're never willing to write them off.
For me, though, it's Cam Odyssey rise above the rest right now. Middle of the pack.
Yeah, it had a great start to the game. Just fizzled out.
And ZywOo certainly hasn't. He's warmed up. He's warmed in.
They don't have economy, vitality, and ZywOo is not scoping for this one.
He sees ZywOo, he takes him. ZywOo with his first
They don't
death
have much
at the
economy,
start of
only
the
2
round
players, so
this game.
definitely a eco next round.
What a pick. What a shot. Hooksy jump spots and immediately gets shredded. And Monacy's going back for a double dip. He hits the shot, but it's not enough damage to bring Apex down. He steadies himself, but Dupree and Magis collapse on kills. There's 2 life for G2 in this round, Hunter and Nico, and they are nowhere near the action. But Dupree, with the bomb still in top middle.
It's awkward, isn't it? They want to leave because Magis knows he has A clear. If you kill JKS and Con, there's nothing to worry about inside of the site.
They will not
so those rotations
check
will be,
it, but
once
Nico,
again,
if
here
we go
for
B
G2
now,
before Vitality. They own both bomb sites. B is probably the better option right now. Magis tucks in. If he hears any noise, there's no way the bomb comes A. And so right now, G2 don't know, but they are gambling incorrect.
Yeah, Nico, bro.
Yeah, Nico could uproot everything.
It's setting in
Nico,
now.
this could
checking.
be the moment. He deals with Apex out through the apartments, but as this other man rotates in, Hunter is cut down by Spinks, already set up in the market. For Nico, he doesn't know how close he just came to uprooting this round, but it's one that's not destined to be repeated here. This clutch is asking too much. And he is too far out of the action, even finished off by Magisk, who was waiting the entire round at this A site for his chance to get
G2 played well
involved.
this round, but they missed some shots, you know, like Monacy missed 2 shots. He hit 1, but like
one unbelievable map
in the second he missed very bad.
As well. 8 multi-kill rounds.
That's why they lost this round.
And unprecedented impact
I mean, Monacy
on this T side as well. Just mauling them out A. But he did the same on CT,
money
man.
to buy
He
this round as well, so
basically
it's
forced G2 in
fine.
these constant
But
B hits
vitality are 14, so
off of his multi-kills under balcony, hiding up in Palace. And right now, G2 are feeling the burn. A call for Swanee. Coach, formerly an assistant analyst, over the years rose through the ranks in G2, now stands behind them. But his time is over. And someone must save G2 or Vitality take their opponent's map pick in a hyper-important matchup to fight for that legend spot. ZywOo stubbornly inside of the Molotov. I can't believe he commits to that. They hear him. He flicks back again, and then he runs through the rest of the Molotov. ZywOo lives on 4, and he lives in the heads of G2.
It's crazy how many fights he's going for, and how many uncomfortable positions he's put in. He's still able to perform. He still sticks around, flicks onto a very difficult awkward to remove in the form of Monacy, and Vitality are up 2 players right away.
Yeah, I think one of the things that makes him such a terrifying AWP to play against is just, you know, in Counter-Strike there's good fights and there's bad fights, but to ZywOo, the second one doesn't really exist. They're all pretty good fights as far as he's concerned. And so it is, you know, you're just playing up against someone who kind of has no limits, is always willing to test.
Okay.
Apex dead on the push, but the rest of the gang are all here to hold the line.
They saw him.
With Hunter dead and Hooksy spotted in this smoke, they know about him. They've just got to finish him off now. They've got to finish the job. Weapon switching nearly betrays them, but it's nothing more than a lot of damage from Hooksy. No kills found. And so JKS does not want to attempt this. 1v4, and he'll just save the AWP, hoping and praying that this AWP, when put in the hands of Monacy, someone who started this game off strong but has gone quiet as it's raged on, as Vitality have been picking up momentum, you are praying that this
whether he's able to save this WP or not, it's
CG2 live to fight another day. Even getting out with this AWP is
I
a
don't
stretch.
think you'll be able to
Vitality really want to remove it from play. So before it even makes it into Monacy's hands, JKS has got to show he can party with it as well.
Oh, they smoke the molly, he jumps through, but they're right behind him. Bullet in the back. Spinks gets rid of that AWP, and Vitality, this is an unbelievable map.
And, you know, this one just hurts even. You didn't even attempt the round. You didn't even give give it a look in. You were
I don't
trying to
know
save that
what miracle.
AWP.
They need a miracle to
JKS
save
sat in
this
Palace
map.
waiting the entire round only to fall right at the end.
But we see players play around mollies, and they are so cautious because of how the molly spread until the end of its lifeline. And ZywOo looks at it, he burns 50, he has a second where he can decide, do I want to leave this molly? And then he pushes further in and still gets that opening flick. Like, that is just... who does that?
Yes, who does that indeed? ZywOo knows something no one else does. Just gets in the corner of the fire, dodges the flames, and opens things up.
And that's up against the Trickster as well, Monacy, who the one thing we credit, he seemingly
And
knows every way
just
to
waiting.
abuse the Source Engine, every smoke, every one-way, every cheeky trick he can
That's the best
employ. And
thing
he's
they can
picked
do
first by
at this point
ZywOo
of time.
again. 15-10, and a
Now it's,
four-sport G2 look to fade into the distance as Vitality start this series right foot forward.
G2's map pick, but Nico lights this round ablaze. It's the opening on Dupree.
They're going B short.
Maybe a bit more needed.
B short, there are 2 players, no? I think there were 2 players, Hunter and one above as well.
Apex is slinking slowly towards
But they will flash him.
the spot, and the flash is so good.
Yeah, nice support.
Apex fluffs his lines, gets info on the whereabouts of 2 players though, and Apex will have to sit back and just watch the rest of the screens.
Nico's on the clock.
Danish Counter-Strike royalty trying to open up this
ZywOo's
round with a kill out through Palace, but his
ZywOo
teammates
will
are
not
falling
have
like
much
flies.
time.
Magisk and ZywOo. It's the 2
He will
big
come from
boys for
Amen for
Vitality
sure.
left in the round.
And
Magisk gets
Nico
spammed
can
down
stop him.
low.
Nico
And so
can
this
stop
one
him.
might end up falling to
What the
ZywOo
fuck?
after all. 1v3, AWP in his hands, weapon
can
of
stop him.
choice.
Yeah.
But crossing by the Nico Deagle. They won't even let him get into a spot to attempt that 1v3. And at bare minimum, that's one more round
So
for
if they would have
G2,
rushed
one more chance
blindly,
to
na,
keep
like
this
at
map
A
going,
side,
vying for
B side is very
overtime
risky. A side,
is
na,
what they're left
after
with.
smoke and all,
4 rounds
they could have
between
win
them
easy.
and that goal, and Vitality have still got more left in
But
the
they
tank.
chose
It will
like
never get old
to
watching the world's best
wait
Counter-Strike
for
players
G2
flex
to
their
push and all.
muscles and perform things that you could
And
only
were
dream of
very
doing.
single, like they were not
This
closely
is
playing
a
together
truly
as a tag.
entertaining game.
That's why they
We've
lost.
seen that
Not able
Deagle do
to trade and all.
disgusting things over the years.
And Monacy wants to up the ante.
All
Now
right,
it's,
all right. Trying to build some confidence.
Very
G2 on the
50-50.
reverse now, trying to pull 4 rounds in a row, 5 in fact, to make it overtime.
Something that has been nice as well is like even though Monacy has been getting shut down in some
Because
of
if
these rounds, it hasn't
Vitality
changed
lost
the
this
fact that
round,
he's still
na,
trying to
like
be
it's
involved, still trying to
already
make those
13
plays
for
happen,
G2.
right? Still trying to force fights early
So
with
well,
the
this one and
AWP because
13
he knows
because
that is
next
his
will be
biggest
Eco,
strength.
so that's
Is in being able to turn the tide of
13
battle
for
early.
G2.
And that is his role as
And
the
if
AWPer of this
they
team.
won the
Awkward
14th
smoke
one,
thrown
it's
from the
like
B side, so
40.
Nico just immediately replenishes it. He
probably.
doesn't want to get snuck on by Vitality.
Or it
In
will
fact,
end
that's
in 14-16
exactly what they're
if
doing.
they do not
They don't
get
know about the
this
second
round.
smoke, I don't think, so they might just walk through anyway. In anticipation of an open window. On the fade goes Spinks and Apex, and they find that headshot barely faded. Nico dead, and now Vitality ready to overwhelm A.
Monacy moving in, JKS under Palace. He's delivered us multi-kills from here before. He's got to do it all over again. Rolling back the clock on JKS.
I don't think Monacy's position is good.
Monacy
needs to go CT. I think that was the best position.
In, trying to play around it. Trying to play around his
Arey,
smoke.
JKS,
Stays in
my
it.
friend.
Monacy comes through and they both strike in tandem. JKS and Monacy combine for a day-saving couple of kills, but it's left to ZywOo.
Nice.
Hunter deals with him. And G2 live to fight another day. These rounds are scrappy. These rounds are hectic.
They almost
but they
hit
are
that
seeing them through to
CT
the end.
guy.
There's no
I
point in
think
that
it was
round where you know
Hunter.
who's going to win.
Almost
Not
hit that.
really. The trade outs are so tight, and 1 or 2 missed shots by either AWPer spells disaster.
Yeah, it's the master of mischief, Monacy.
But also,
who
like,
gets up
Monacy
towards
almost
top
hit
mid,
that
opens
in
that up,
when he was
but it's in
coming
the
out
late
of
round and
Palace.
all the chaos. Replays with the jungle smoke, finds a crucial kill to keep it going, and Hunter able to close out for G2 on that round. So it's not done yet. This
Nico's
map
super
is
happy
really
because
starting
he
to heat
died
up
first,
now
nah?
again.
My heart's racing. I don't know how Vitality are feeling.
They've got nothing to play with here, right? So this should be 13 locked in, and then we're getting into a crucial gun round, which will decide overtime or bust for G2 on map 1.
And I mean, obviously, right, in this matchup, the big talking point is that you're competing for that chance to make it straight to Legends, right?
Well, yeah, if Vitality need to win, they have to win it in next round. This round, I don't think they don't have a single net. I don't think they will win this one. They just have to rush together.
this
them
being that
this
goal
round.
that they have been focusing on since the
If they
major
rush
was
together
announced,
at
right?
B,
This is our chance to get
I
to
don't
see,
think
well,
A is
even
possible.
though
If
they've
they
been
rush
looking
together
better,
at
even
B,
though they've been on the
and they
uptick
able to
after
take
disappointing
trades
results in Rio, after
because they rush
falling down
together,
to
they
the
will be
likes of
able to
Ensign,
take
some
trades.
bias there.
And after
They
that,
need
they
to
will have
show us that
guns
in
as
these
well as
high-pressure
nades for the
moments
post
that
plant.
they can rise to the
So the
occasion, that
best
they
thing
can
B
step
guys
up
can do is
and
like
answer the
empty their
call.
utility.
Well, they jumped over Monacy's scope, and he
But
holds.
they're coming mid.
And
They're
Apex
coming mid, which
be the victim
is
of the big green gun.
not
Spinks doing a lot
good
of
for
damage
one.
earlier from a fight, but they work together here, Spinks and
Yeah,
Zywoo.
hang on a moment, this
They
is
Hunter.
okay, nice
Oh, yeah.
nade.
And then A gets sent down towards
I
bottom
think
mid.
it's
So
a
just
one-way
Zywoo's
for
Deeg alone.
Monacy.
30 seconds. Last 3 minutes, G2 players will converge on his position and take Zywoo out before any magic starts to happen.
But on
This
your
is
point,
the round
Area,
when
yeah, it's crazy because for
where it
Vitality,
is
this is a
decided
team
whether
where
it is
you
going
can,
OT or
without a doubt,
like
say Legends isn't
ending here
enough.
only,
That's not
because
the
it
goal. And
will
I
be a
don't just
full
mean
buy
here, I mean any
from
major.
Vitality
This is
side.
a team made, formed to win championships, to be trophy lifters, and we've not seen our fair share of that for Vitality here and there.
And we've
Glimmers
seen-
of hope.
We've seen actually points for Vitality. It's just disappointment, right?
Yeah.
It's in the group stages they go out or they don't make it very far. So getting them into the Legend stage, if you skip the Challenger stage of the tournament, the likelihood of playing in front of that home crowd increases.
I mean, yeah, dude. You know, this whole Vitality project kind of took a huge change.
G2 again have a good
actually,
mid
in response
control.
years ago now to
They are
when
going
Na'Vi
very quick.
looked to usher
And they-
in a
G2
new
do
era,
not
right?
expect
Put
it, I think.
together to try and
But
be
there
the
are
ones
already 4
challenging
players
for
in there.
championships. Never got that
Vitality will be very
realized.
hard.
And there's only a few more chances before the chapter of Global
JKS
Offensive
nice
closes.
one, but that
JKS
without the
dead
thing.
to open up this round. Magis gets that opener and opens up Dupree alongside him. This one's the Danes. Providing these openers, setting up Vitality, and leaving them in such a good spot to close this
Bomb
round out, and
planted.
with it, the
Where
map.
is Spinks?
Over an apartment, sure, they spot Spinks on this lurk.
no.
Even he wins that fight, not supposed to, but he's done it anyway. Left to Monacy and Nico. So often, this would spur you with a bit of hope. This would give you some faith. These are the two big hitters for the G2 squad still left in this. Wrapping through the spawn, Monacy teeing them up with a
Fast overall, one is
flashbang.
wrapping
Nico
behind
going to
you.
play on the back of that, and the flash lands. With it, the kill, but
Once it's
Monacy
dead
is
now.
sacrificed to the flank from Spinks in the dying lights of this
GG.
game. Nico, low on health, will not be able to
GG.
dig them out of it, and it's the captain of
14,
Apex to
16.
close, stealing away a G2 map pick. 1-0 up in this series, and a
Second is
confident look
Anubis, and
from
Vitality picked
Vitality
Anubis. I
on
don't
their
know why,
path
because
to
Anubis
Paris.
G2 plays really well. I saw G2 games, they play good Anubis. So when these pro team plays na number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, it does not matter what map you
I'll
pick.
go for a young player again.
Yeah, I
Let's
saw
go
that. It does not matter
for-
because they are
I'll
good
go
in
for an American
all
guy
the
again.
maps, and they generally ban
Freeze.
the worst
Give
map,
me Strixie's player again.
which they
Hunter.
don't know. So
Come on, Leash. You got this one, bro.
yeah.
No, it was a rifle.
North American, but not American. Well, this guy has to be an AWPer since the weapon he uses is not.
Let's see Anubis HLTV stats. Eight, 9. Hence is playing well. This was Vertigo or Enchant? Enchant, I think. Shiro is playing good. ADR is 94. Shiro is playing good, and Exile, so I think it would be doable for C9 because they are the star players. Ifni is okay, yeah, it's fine for them. Here, one nerds, what the fuck, man? Who is this guy? Beast. Nerds is a beast. And I know, like Dia, I love him from the start of ends, like when Nerds was not even there. He's a very strong player, Dia. Plays very calculated and don't die very easy. So G2 versus Vitality. Last time, where is the last time record? G2 had 3-match win streak. C9, Aurora, and iNation they lost to 9. Otherwise, they lost to 1. So yeah, only 3. Otherwise, it would be 4 if they won against 9. But 9 played well, and this is the History, Anubis, G2 won 16-11, of course. Last year World Final where G2 win the trophy, where G2 started their comeback and got the #1 rank. So Vertigo new Anubis anymore. Only one Anubis came between them, no? Anymore? I don't think so. Very easy for easy for 16-11 it was. What's that game? Who picked it? This was the best of one or best of three. Anubis was the decider. Vertigo. So G2 managed to win 7 rounds in first half in CT, and I think Anubis is decided, which it means like CT in CT. If you are getting 7 rounds, it's very good. Like if you even get 6 rounds, more than 6 round is good in CT side. So CT side will be Vitality. Vitality picked this now. So CT side will be G2 again, and they need more than 6. I think they will be able to get more than 6 in CT. They should win. Who performed in this one? Hunter, Onisi, Nico, all performed, so it's fine. Here, Magisk, Zaivu, Spinks didn't perform, Apex didn't perform. I don't know. Let me see Anubis' recent matches of Vitality. Stats, Anubis is 66% they won. G2 did more than 66. Stats, Anubis 100%. They even won against Eternal Fire, which for Eternal Fire it is primary pick. So Liquid is good in Anubis, Big is very good in Anubis, so they know how to play Anubis. G2. Can I get combined stats? No. This is Vitality or G2? This is Vitality in Anubis. 9 they lost. Face they won against Face, and 16-5 against OG. So, my UPS stream will end soon. I will close it because of my UPS no power. UPS will die soon, so yeah. Thanks for